Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
What's up? Movie Madness Live is back. I got Ryan and Eddie. Where's
What's
everyone
up?
else out? Yeah.
Wake up, everyone.
Army of the Dead is coming out soon.
Yep.
Ryan has some cool plans for himself and some pals to watch it. I'm kind of jealous. But you have some info. This would be good info for people if you're not really thinking about it, because everyone thinks of Netflix. Let them know there are some.
So Zack Snyder shot it for Netflix, but they're also doing theatrical release.
Yeah.
I've got a couple buddies coming into town, and we're gonna go watch it at the theater. So that'll be a really cool, and then we'll come back and stream about it and talk about it, whatever. Probably non-spoiler. So we're doing that. We bought the tickets already, and we're gonna go see it matinee, cheap seats. So yeah, we're gonna go watch it, and it should be pretty fun. See a zombie tiger in action.
Yeah. Eddie's here. Thank you, Eddie. Firewater, thanks for joining me. It's been a while. I haven't been streaming as much.
Yeah, it happens. What are you gonna do, man? Good to see you.
Yeah, I've been taking a break from the internet. Just chilling, playing games. And man, did I call it about Snyder versus Karens. I love Jarbo, but everyone's going Karen about Zack Snyder this week. And
I don't know.
Ryan didn't even know what I was talking about before the show. So unfortunately, we're going to watch a 2-minute clip of Andy Signore, but it's just going to get straight to the business, Firewater. I know you say, I know you don't like I know my past. I do too long reactions. This is just get to the point and then take out the trash.
All right, just play it straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just 2 minutes to see what everyone's freaking out about from an article that Zack Snyder did. And I don't know if people could see this. I'll just read it to you, this part, because this is the important part. Oh, hold on a second. Now I'm screwing up already. So this is the important part that no one's paying attention to, is the paragraph before in the article. And
there's an article. Where's the article from?
I forget which place it's from. I will just read this part to you because you're not going to be able to see it on screen. The release the Snyder Cut campaign was unprecedented. Billboard adverts, banners, planes over the Warner studio. When Snyder said he backed the idea, he did not think it would amount to anything. I was more worried about what the studio would do to me. Do something to silence me, he says. But it grew, and of course it worked. However, it turned murky. Elements of the fandom were toxic, and some journalists even enjoyed stoking the ire on social media. Andy Signore. The Snyder Cut became a meme, a target, a joke. So the reason I say this paragraph ahead is so important is because it's showing that the interviewer was saying that everything happening, and Zack said I wasn't sure if it would amount to anything. And then let's get to where everyone is flipping out, including my friend Matt Jarbo on Zack Snyder. He said F Snyder after this. So we'll get to the point where Andy, and then of course Andy jumps on this.
Of course he does.
Yeah, here we go, and I'll give you my take.
Release the Snyder Cut campaign was unprecedented. Billboard adverts, banner placed over Warner Brothers studio. When Snyder said he backed the idea, he did not think it would amount to anything. I was more worried the studio would sue me, do something to silence me, he says. But it grew, and of course it worked.
I guess he did read that part. Sorry.
Elements of the fandom were toxic, and some journalists enjoyed stoking the ire on social media. The Snyder Cut became a meme, a target, a joke. Here's the reality, Snyder says. That fandom raised $750,000 for suicide prevention and mental health awareness. They've saved lives. Yeah. That's a fact. But on the other hand, was it fun to provoke them for a clickable thing? Yes.
And now that's where I'll stop right away. That's where everyone's freaking out that they're implying that he used the fandom. But he's saying in my interpretation, he was saying I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. And you know how fandoms go with all these cuts and stuff. Everyone was basically asking him at that time, and I'm sure, Ryan, you could attest to this. Does another cut exist? And he's like, sure. and he didn't really
Yeah.
elaborate on it because he said in the paragraph before.
Well, he didn't
that
think it was actually going to happen. So, of course, it's free publicity for him.
Right, and
You
he didn't
know,
want to get
it keeps
sued.
right. You know, so I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just who cares?
Well, he
it's
said
fun, right?
I think provoke wasn't the best word, but I think it was sort of like tease the fans.
Right.
It
Tease,
exists.
engage, you know,
Yeah,
sort
it's
of
fun.
watch, you know, say something and watch the internet go ablaze, you know,
Right,
whatever.
so that's what he meant by
Yeah.
provoke. I always say, like, even in business, and assume positive intent until Zack Snyder has never given a reason for us to think that he would use the fandom. This is what the narrative is coming out of this article. We'll just do 30 more seconds to see the reaction here, and then we'll get the panel's viewpoint.
And they were an easy target.
Yeah.
But they continue to raise money. There are not a lot of fan communities whose primary objective, other than seeing the work of a guy they like, realized their other main thing was to bring awareness to mental health and suicide prevention. For me, it's kind of hard to be mad at them. All right, look, so I think the question, look, it's about the context here. And is he, just like when he called out Geeks and Gamers, right, about, you know, the way he said things, Zach doesn't seem to, like, really handle putting words together.
No, he's fine. I don't agree with that.
It's hard to give him the benefit of the doubt, but to me, guys, I'm curious what your take on this. This feels like he's really insulting his fans. Now, he could be talking about, you know.
All right, you get the idea. Then he goes to his panel, and they all agree.
Sure, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you bring you have yourself an echo chamber, and there you have it. You know, I mean, I try not to do that when I talk to people. I don't want to just hear the same opinions. You know, I like to hear differing opinions because, you know, that helps sharpen my opinion or perspective on whatever the matter is. You know,
yeah, that panel there probably, and again, I don't know everyone in the panel. I know a couple people. It's like the responses would be predictable. I think I'll just leave it at that.
Well, Firewater, based on if you really think about what
I'd like to read the article myself.
Yeah,
do you know which site it's from?
I'll have to.
Is
go
it
back.
an older article?
No, it just came out.
So like a Vanity Fair type deal, or
I have to do research on that. If I'd have to go back and watch the beginning of Andy's video, and I don't want to do that.
No, I don't blame you.
But basically, just the paragraph before, he was saying I didn't think it was going to happen, and then if you think about, he's thinking about the legal ramifications. I thought they might sue me. So was it fun to tease them and provoke the fans? If you get the context of that, you kind of understand.
Well, okay, here we go. I found a website, I think that was quoting the article. So I say Snyder reflected on the more toxic elements of the campaign and all the attention it received, noting the positives of what it was achieved beyond movie getting released. Here's the reality. The fandom raised $750K. Save lives, that's a fact. But on the other hand, was it fun to provoke them for a clickable thing? Yes. They were an easy target, but they continue to raise money. I don't know. I don't think he means that in a hostile, because Zack Snyder has credibility, right? Mm-hmm. You know, the way he, so unless the wording here is a little off, I will say, but, and I feel like, maybe like provoking them in a good way, like playfully. Like I don't see him. I've never seen him blast a fan before.
Right.
You know, I've never seen, unless I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I've never seen him like have an exchange. Like he's not going all Freddie Prinze Jr. on the fan base. You know. To be fair, the other guy opened fired on him. But anyways, that's a story for another day. But
I just keep thinking about the other things he said surrounding the comment. Is I was afraid I was going to get sued. They're going to stop me. I didn't know if it was going to amount to anything, and it was fun to kind of provoke or tease the fans that exist. Because look what they say about the George Lucas cut. Fans go crazy. There's another certain hidden film that exists. So at the very beginning, is it safe to say he was asked about it, and he said, "Sure." That was basically all you got out of Zach at the very beginning.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing with what David Ayer's doing. You know, he puts out little teases of his Ayer cut or whatever.
And it's fun for them.
Shots, and it's fun for them. They like watching the internet, if you will, erupt. Now there's gonna be quote unquote toxic or negative type people out there that are going to cling on to the whatever fandom it is. I mean, there's toxic Marvel fans, there's toxic Star Wars fans, there's toxic Snyder fans, there's toxic any fan. You know, there's toxic Tron fans.
There's toxic only fans.
Yeah, there you go. Toxic only.
I know. Sorry, I had to. It's low hanging.
Gracious.
It was just too good. I'm sorry. I'm gonna see myself out. It was great. You guys are great. Great panel tonight.
No.
I'll see you later.
Well, I want to get Rhea and Eddie. I want to get Rhea and Eddie's. Now that you see that, you've heard about this. Maybe go Eddie first and then Rhea. You've heard about people. You know, I almost thumbs down that Jarvo's video today. I'm like, Jarvo saying F Snyder. I'm like, you really went full Snyder.
I think he's saying he wants you to blow him a kiss. I don't understand.
Where's Matt Jarvo?
I don't think that means kiss.
I think that means kiss.
No,
it's something with the lips.
I never would. I saw $3 Theater After Dark. You're into some weird stuff. No, thank you. Eddie, do you think people are going full Karen over this about Zack Snyder insulting his fans? Every time I hear Zack, he says, thank you so much. Every single time he can for all the events. When it was actually released, he thanked the fans. It's all because of you. What's your take?
I feel like when it comes to me personally, I know what he meant. I know it was just playful banter and all that stuff like that. But to the haters, obviously you'll use this to fuel against us. But I can see how some people can, like, just people who do support him can interpret it as, just keep raising money, guys, you idiots. Like, I could see how people it's because of the wording. Even though I understand what he meant, it's the wording.
Yeah, I mean, you can take anything out of context and then create a narrative and then add that back into the narrative that you've just created and try to do some mental gymnastics to make it, follow that narrative that you just created.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that. And there's a great movie out there called Wag the Dog with is it Robert De Niro and the guy from Tootsie. He was also in Meet the Fockers. What the hell is his name? Anyway, so
not Richard. Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman. Yeah, Hook.
I got you, baby.
Thank you. So I mean, it's a really good plan. They started out with a story, and then they changed the story mid. And I think even John Travolta was in that movie. If I remember correctly. But yeah, I mean, you can take anything and sort of turn it on its head, and then sort of reintroduce a story or a narrative, and just say, hey, this is what he meant. So that's how I see that.
The way I see it as well is that this quote is kind of like a litmus test for anyone who is either willing to give Zack Snyder the benefit of the doubt or unwilling to. So if you like him, you're probably going to defend him. I think it's one quote. I think it's
and look at the context of all his engagement with the fans.
I've never seen any negative. It's not like Ryan Johnson where he said, whatever the fandom menace quotes all the time, because he did say that, and a lot of people did take it to heart. I don't think it was a good PR move, but I'm not going to let it ruin my day. Zack Snyder, on the other hand, this is like the most controversial I've ever seen him be, and like this is it. Has he said? I mean, you know better than me. Has he said anything worse than this?
I've never heard him say anything atrocious or negative towards his own fan base or people who are supportive of him. So people have addressed or tried to address the toxic fans or whatever that those other people who we watched earlier tried to allude to or try to create this the Snyder cult or whatever it is. And yeah, like I said, there's always going to be people that will turn your words against you or try to. Like I was telling Max, I put something out today, and I was like, hey, Man of Steel 2, because there was a weird Nicotina hit me up, and he was like, yeah, on Henry Cavill's birthday.
Look at that. That's why it's so shocking. Oh, come on, Matt.
But anyway, so I put this tweet out. I was like, hey, hashtag Man of Steel 2. Because what Warner's did is they put this hit piece out there that was just hey, Black Superman. Well, cool, Black Superman, don't mind that. But what they did was they said, hey, and it's also going to be Clark Kent. When you have like John Henry Irons, you got Val Zod, and you've got Calvin Ellis, three other characters that not many people know about, but they can really like flesh out
and they
and
can
give
probably
you
blow
a
them
different
up
story.
too. Yeah, you can blow them up. Yeah.
You can blow them up and sort of
anyway.
introduce kind of like what Marvel's doing with Moon Knight. Nobody knows who the hell that is.
I don't know. Did you see the training video with Oscar Isaac? He looks like Eddie Gordo from Tekken 2.
Okay,
he is I will say flopping around all over the map, dude.
Awesome.
He is nutty. It's nutty. It's dope.
Well, I mean, you know what? In the whole Shang-Chi, I don't know anything about Shang-Chi, but from that trailer, I'm interested because and that's what they could do with Val-Zod. That's what they could do with Calvin Ellis. That's what they could do with even. I mean, okay, yes, I know about the Shaq movie, and we don't talk about the Shaq movie, but John Henry Irons. They could bring him back in and say, hey, this is a different type of Superman. Steel. He's doing his thing. But did they want to develop those characters? No. What they want to do is they say, okay, here's a character that everybody knows, Kal-El, and we're just going to cast a black person. And that's their first thought. Is like, we're not gonna we don't care about the story because they haven't even wrote the story yet. They don't even have a treatment. They're saying mid-December they might have something. And that's ridiculous.
Well,
they're going to phone it in.
They might be doing it for free advertising.
I think it's going to be like right.
They know how the internet's going to react.
But see, this is what Nicotina was telling me, and I wasn't even paying attention because my focus was on, why are you doing that when you have all these other characters, right? But then at the same time, it was like they're doing this because they didn't want to see. On his birthday, hashtag make a Man of Steel sequel, hashtag Man of Steel 2, hashtag Henry Cavill is our Superman. They didn't want to see all that. So what they did was they give you a diversion tactic. And they said, hey, black Superman, not only black Superman, but black, Clark Kent.
Well, that's the case.
And so everybody's attention was focused on that.
We're not racist no more, yo.
Wait. But you already have Cyborg. You already have Cyborg that you could develop into a film of his own because he's already an established black hero on the big screen.
We need to hear from Rhea and
Sorry,
RJ before Jarbo.
Sorry, I get paid by the words, so the more I talk, the more money that ends up in my wallet.
Easy fix for that. No, I can't afford you, Firewater. I can't afford you, Firewater. If I had to pay you by the word.
I legit just got here, so what are we talking about?
Let's go to Rhea first. If she's
I'll mute my mic.
Sailor Moon.
Yeah. Wait. So, what exactly am I? Are you asking me to respond to? Matt?
Okay.
Do you agree or disagree?
about the narrative
about
the narrative that people were saying that Zach said he used his fans to get what he wanted, or my interpretation was that he was talking about being sued and he was being vague and kind of teasing his fans to get, that he was just having fun with them instead of using them in that article and in the video we watched.
I guess for me, I've just noticed a lot of different past examples where I've noticed folks kind of defending Zach's manner of speaking, he had to say it this way or something like that. And this particular article kind of was one of the it was definitely the most recent example where I'm my first initial reaction was why do we keep trying to spin what he's saying in different ways to fit the narrative that he's on our he wants us to keep fighting for him. So that was my initial reaction. Granted, I'm not super familiar with like his interview style, and this is only a segment of the interview as well. So it was kind of like initial reaction, then realizing, okay, these are only like snippets of like the full like scope of his interview. And it is confirmed that he may not be the best interviewer for one reason or another. Okay. So it's like a bunch of like different thoughts and feelings just sort of like tumbling around in my head. Like I want to assume positive intent from folks who like know who he is a little bit better than I do historically. But yeah, the initial like reaction to the article was like, it did catch me off guard personally.
Okay. All right.
So for me, real quick, I was just gonna say that I looked at it. The way I looked at it, see that one comment, I thought more so. I get where Matt was coming from a little bit, but my thing was, it seemed like you said that it was more so that they that Zach, like the Snyder Cut fans were easy targets for the media. That they were easy targets for the media to go after. I thought was more so what he was trying to say. But I mean, I've read it like 5 different times at this point, so I really don't know.
Uh-oh, Jarbo's in the car. All right, Jarbo, you're fresh off the...
More like Carbo.
Uh-oh, that's a new one. All right, Jarbo.
Hey, it was great seeing you guys. I'm going to go now.
All right, Jarbo.
I'm sorry, I'm going to shut up.
How do you respond to the accusation you're a Snyder Karen?
Max, we've already determined that you don't understand what the term Karen is.
You're flipping out.
We've already had this conversation.
You're flipping out over his words. He said F.
Yeah, because those words in the context, if you read what he actually says, it's not. If he's referring, okay, I will start by this. If he is referring to the journalists, then whoever quoted him on that article, and I read the original piece too. Whoever translated that or transcribed that did a piss poor job and omitted every single ounce of context. Because if that is the case, then I have no problem, pulling that video and apologizing if that's the case. But what he says is he says they, them, they, and he's referring to the fandom. He's not referring to the journalists. He's not referring to anybody else. My interpretation of that after the fact, because I've had many conversations in the last couple hours, believe me, a lot of people have been silently telling me they agree with me because they don't want to run afoul of certain elements of it. And there are people that we know that are also coming to me that are saying that they agree that this was bad. This is bad. Because here's the idea. If this is what it is, Zach started using this to he started, baiting the fans. Because let's be fair, he was baiting the fans. He was baiting the fans on Vero,
putting out pictures and
whatnot. And that's fine.
Them going right
whatsoever. I have no issue.
Dropping breadcrumbs. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's great. That's perfect. I thought that. Yeah, we already knew he was doing that. That's fine. I don't care about any of that. What I think he's referring to, and what I think he let slip, was his intention was never about the AFSP. That it just merged into that. And no. And that it became that. And then this is the thing. Once it got away from him, what's he going to do? Come out and say, oh, that wasn't my intent. Shit. Because really in this situation, if you think about it, that is almost what he's referring to, because he's saying that they raised all this money and that it's hard to hate him. Right? Who is he talking about when he says hard to hate him? That's the whole thing there. It's like, I'm not saying that he did things that are he
was responding to the comment about the fandom. It's hard to,
it's hard to hate the fandom. Yeah.
Right.
But
there's nothing wrong with
he, as far as I've seen, he doesn't lump in the toxic side of it with other people. He's always done his best to separate that. So again, if this is a situation where what you have is a very bad transcription of an audio interview, because to be fair to Zach, he can't speak to save his life. And he's terrible live. I've seen him live multiple times.
I don't agree with you at all. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think he said provoke, kind of tease, because he was, if the context of the interview, he was talking about he was afraid at first to get sued or what they would do to him to shut him up. So he is overly vague. And if you think about when he originally started talking about it, fans were asking him. So it was fun to provoke and tease them that it exists. Yeah, they would say, "Hey, is there another cut of Justice League?" Yeah, it exists. Yeah.
Yeah, no. He told.
So that was fun.
He was baiting everybody. The whole thing with like the film canisters, saying does it exist? Of course, I loved it. It was beautiful. My frustration comes more from the fact that it got lumped into suicide prevention. That is where my frustration, because if I read that correctly, and I reread that statement multiple times, because I read it and I was like, this can't be right. And then I reread it.
They just used the fandom for. I don't agree with you.
Unless there is the thing is, at this point he needs to come out and correct whatever he was trying to say there. Clarify the intent, because the interview doesn't clarify it in any way that is even remotely good.
Well, again, I mean, like you said, and they've asked him about this before, as far as the toxic fandom. he understands that there's people out there who can be considered toxic that claim that they're part of, part of the Snyder Cut movement or whatever it is, right? And so he doesn't deny that those people exist, but he's also saying, when he was like, those fans, who you claim are toxic, they've done all this good and whatever. And that was the point that Jeremy made, nights ago or whatever about his fandom and people calling his group toxic or whatever, that they've raised money too, and just because you raise money doesn't mean that you're not toxic and all this other bullshit or whatever. But the thing is that like Zach acknowledges that there are like negative, people out there, but what he doesn't do is he doesn't differentiate or separate or compartmentalize, these people, the good from the bad or whatever. He's just like, hey, I know that they exist, but also even those people also contributed to this thing. So I mean, there's positive that came out of the negative, and he's not really. He's not taking ownership of it. He's just, and the same thing I think in this article as well, he's sort of lumping in the good with the bad, and he's not really, compartmentalizing or saying, okay, I disagree or fundamentally disagree with these types of people or this type of behavior or whatever, or, I disavow or disengage with those types of people or whatever, or try to distance myself or say, hey, I don't want them in my fandom or, whatever. He doesn't do that. He's trying really hard from what I see and what I've seen in the past to sort of like walk that line and try to stay in the gray area. I know you can't. And that's the problem. That's the problem.
It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? And it's like, I did say in my rant today that like what this does is it gives all of the haters ammo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Right on.
They have ammo all the time. Anyway,
I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to make a YouTube career like they did with Ryan Johnson's quote. Like it's a nothing burger in my opinion. People are allowed to believe whatever they want to believe. That's fine. Because as far as I'm aware, and Zeverfett knows better than me, I don't recall him ever being controversial.
Yeah, he's always tried to be very, I want to say, vanilla or gray or just kind of like, neutral, and just kind of like walk that. So
that kind of gives him some credibility and the ability to have the benefit of the doubt, in my opinion.
Or he's just been really good at keeping it covered up. Because here's the thing.
I don't know. You want to bet against the house on that one, my guy? I don't know.
No. Come on. Let's be fair. There are people in this fandom that could easily go and watch Zack Snyder walk down Fifth Avenue and gun somebody down and go, still the best director ever, folks. Love me some.
Oh, come on.
No, that's very true.
Matt, come on. I like you, man.
Yes, there are.
No,
I'm being hyperbolic to make a point.
Yeah. I'm being hyperbolic. And it's going against your point, man. Come on. Now.
And it's not going against my point. There are people out there that will, no matter what, never at all look critically at the situation.
I am.
I think a better comparison
but I mean, you're dealing with in that situation.
A crap and
right. Matt is correct in that, like, there are people that you can't.
RJ, I'm sorry. We'll get you in a second. I'm sorry, RJ. Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead, RJ. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I think a better comparison would have been, if Zack Snyder crap and filmed it for like 2 hours, and the fans would have praised it as the best movie ever.
Slow motion.
That probably would have better. Probably would have better comparison.
Yeah, but I like bringing up Trump hyperbole. It's funny.
To Matt's point, yes, there are going to be people who will follow no matter who they are, no matter what talent they are. They'll follow them to the end of the earth. Like, like, let's just say Kevin Spacey. I love Kevin Spacey. I want to watch Kevin Spacey movies. I want him back in that House of Cards place or blah, blah, blah. There will be people who just continue and won't give up on that person. Right. So, I mean, there's going to, and that's of all walks of life. That's all paradigms. That's all, I mean, you're always going to find, because the world is littered with so many people, you have people that have, sort of viewpoints that, like, that'll match up with that. Like, same thing with Zach, like, he can never do any wrong. I'm not one of those people. Like, I don't like a lot of what Zack Snyder did, and I have critiques of every movie that he's done. Like I like a lot of the stuff, but there are things that I would have done differently, or I would have thought, that could have been a different narrative twist or change or whatever, because I'm just not I'm not one of those people who are just going to like, okay, whatever you put in front of me, I'm going to eat and enjoy and like. No, I'm going to pick it apart. I'm going to tell you, hey, these are things that I don't like. But I mean, am I, the standard, or am I the exception to that rule?
It's
like
just
how many
movie
people
madness,
are there
Professor.
that will follow Zach to the ends of the earth, no matter what he does, versus other people who will be critique him.
I think those people fundamentally exist more on Vero, because that's where the diehard of the diehard are, and those are the ones that won't ever walk away. And then it is, and that's fine. That's fine. I don't have any issue with those people. I think a lot of what it boils down to, though, in this case, is clarity and context. That article, not the best, then, right? Not the best. So Zach should come out and be clearer on it, because a lot of people are upset.
I really don't have any issue. I think he was.
I don't know, man. I think it's a nothing burger.
Right.
It depends on.
It's a Hamada burger.
It depends on his PR team or whatever. Would they advise for him to come out and clarify?
I don't think he's got a PR team. I think it's just him and Debbie.
Eddie, do you have something to say?
No, I'm just saying they're going to keep talking about it no matter what. It is bad wording. No matter how you see it, it is bad wording.
Okay, all right.
That's fine, but I think it'll die in a week, dude. His movie's coming out.
I just wanted to say,
look, the reason why it will die in a week.
Ryan Johnson called us racist and wexist and
I'm just saying,
babies.
It's not like that,
No,
if Zach had a true PR team, he would have never been on Geeks and Gamers. He would have never done that stream with Uche.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
Well, Ryan, the thing with Ryan Johnson is Ryan Johnson actively trolled the fan base in a negative way.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
So that is a different scenario here. So
What's all his interactions with the fans? Thank you so much. I couldn't do this without you.
Yeah, he couldn't.
The context was he was nervous about getting sued or what they would do to him, so he was overly vague. And when people asked about him, he was vague, and it was fun to tease and provoke the fans, and it made it trending.
And he also put egg on the face of Geeks and Gamers. That scores credibility.
Yes.
Hi, one of Jeremy Goons. I know you're watching. Have fun.
I am not against egg on that person's face.
I am teasing. It's kind of funny though.
Always hilarious to see that happen.
But here's the thing though. I mean, he reaches out to fans. He doesn't go only on the largest channels. So to me, I think he deserves the benefit of the doubt. I think he has enough credibility with the fans and people that are getting bent out of shape over this one. It's like, look, come on, man. You got to be a little bit more resilient.
What other director interacts with his fan base the way that Zach does?
Which is exactly. But think about what you guys are saying right now.
Yeah,
I am thinking really hard.
I did before I said it.
You're saying this in the same sense to where, well, it's because he does this, and this. This is clearly not even a thing, and it's like, no, he's admitted that he will go on to people and he'll talk to people. That was great. Those are always fun to watch. Mm-hmm. But let's be fair. He still used everybody to get what he wanted. So he did.
We wanted it too, though.
But it was a symbiotic use.
I would say he utilized the people,
and it was fun.
It was still fun. But look, it is still a transactional experience.
Hold on. So what kind of experience should have it been?
Would he have told them to, hey guys, stop raising money, guys, stop all this extra stuff. Let me fight my own fight with Warner Brothers, and AT&T. Just guys, y'all back off. He embraced it, and he was like, "Man, you guys are doing something that I didn't think of."
He also fueled it, and there's a lot of that. That's the thing is you can't sit there necessarily say that he just embraced something. Embracing it would indicate that he just kind of happened across it, and then he just kind of I like it. It's good.
Well, here's the thing, though. To Eddie's point, though, Eddie made a great point. There are people who were a part of this that tweet about it and did the whole buses and going to Warner Brothers and all this and that, Comic-Con, the Flying Baiters, who did that even without knowing Zach truly supported it yet. I think Eddie's right on that. People were acting of their own accord in a lot of ways too. It wasn't just Zach.
But also they were never told no, because remember, Zach has also said that he'll never say no to a paying customer. So he said that before, and this is exactly why we are where we are.
I wouldn't say no to a paying customer.
I think you're
not unless there was some real.
If there's a client that wants to throw me money, I'm gonna be like, hey, let's get that.
But that's the thing though. But this is Hollywood. This is different. The paying customer isn't paying Zach directly. The paying customer is paying those people who financed the movie.
I do have other topics coming up too, because this wasn't supposed to be the main topic.
So all I'm saying, I got to go here in a second. I got to go. I got to do a delivery because
I think you're putting as much spin as some salty popcorn.
Well, as long as they're throwing money at you, you got to do those deliveries.
No, I'm actually believe it or not, I'm actually trying to look at this. I got heated 100%, and I stand by that 100%.
No, I still love you, bro. But this is one of my. I think this is one of your worst takes. I have bad takes too. You say.
He's gonna say Matt's like Matt Jarbo's like, I don't care, you smell.
Hey,
no, Matt. No, I do. It's fine. It's fine. You can agree with me or disagree with me. It's absolutely fine. What frustrates me is that, like, I personally feel that based on that text and that interview, he is saying that, like, it's against, like, you know, he just used people more for the AFSP thing. Like, it got away from him, and he just kind of like,
he had no idea where it was going to lead to at the beginning.
But there's a difference though in when it starts to become overlapping, and then also encouraging. Because there has been the encouragement 100%. But I'm wondering is if it's just like it got away from him, and then he embraced that.
You know what? Here's a way to completely dunk on you. He didn't take a paycheck. He did it for the love of his daughter, the love of the fans, and the love of his vision to complete it.
That doesn't mean
he didn't use the situation to make a bunch of money. He did it as a labor of love. How many directors go back and do this for stuff for free?
But hold on. We're also gotta think longer. We got to think long-term tactics here too. The long game. The long game is he's sticking the middle finger to the old regime at Warner's. Let's be fair.
That's part of it.
That is acceptable behavior.
Yeah, what would Jarbo do in this situation? You would be going middle fingers blazing out.
WWMJD.
Yeah, I probably would, because I'm that kind of person.
On a Segway.
Yeah, that is true though. There's no financial gain in this part of the Snyder Cut.
I mean, there's popularity and future investment, and with other people though. So you get to think of that.
And it could have backfired, and the movie could have sucked, and then he didn't get a paycheck for it.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If the movie would have sucked, it would have been relegated to HBO Max. Oh, right, that's where it's staying. You know, it's not. That's where it's at. It's staying on HBO Max, and that's it.
This might not have been completed if he didn't.
I don't understand what your point is there.
He put all the money into the movie instead of a paycheck for himself. He even did extra scenes.
He didn't take a salary.
He didn't use us.
I don't remember the last time I worked for free.
Hold on.
I'm not talking about volunteering. I'm talking about working for free.
Firewater wouldn't have done it.
He was already paid. If you don't recall,
he was paid for the Justice League.
And he could have moved on. He could have done a whole other project in that time period.
All things considered, he did. He went to Netflix. He's got a movie coming out next week in theaters. He's got a prequel, and then there's gonna be an animated show. He already moved on. He worked
on both projects simultaneously. He could have done another project.
He did, and that's a lot of work on him, and good for him for pulling it off.
So he only got half pay. Because you got paid for one and not the other. Rhea, welcome back.
But he already was paid for the movie.
Yeah, but Jarbo, come on, man. He got paid to do 2 movies. Come on, man. He came back, and because he wanted to finish it out.
He had all that time. He devoted a lot of time.
I believe that 100%.
Getting back to doing a 4-hour cut.
He complete the visual effect shots. But that is not Zach completing the visual effect shots. That's outsourcing to another company.
He's still filming.
He still has to work with the editor.
He's the director, though, man. He's in
the
charge of all that.
mixer. He still has to work with ADR.
All right. Jarbo's got to go soon.
I got to go here in a second. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about.
Let's keep Matt Jarbo on as long as possible.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a Taco Bell order. They're gonna be delayed. It's how it always goes. But the point I'm trying to say is that people who don't understand how movies are made and how things are done are trying to act like they do. And this situation, Zach was already paid. He was contracted to do the job. Everything he shot was prior to reshoots. So that was all the stuff. He shot one extra 5-minute sequence That was it. And he shot that green screen. And then they paid to get that done. That was great. I really like the nightmare stuff. What I'm saying here is that it's an undertaking, but he was already compensated for it. He could have negotiated for more money, but he wanted more control. That's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down to.
Well, also he probably wanted to let him finish it, so he says like HBO Max, I won't even take a salary on this.
But he has admitted that he did that specifically to maintain more creative control.
All right,
but he didn't get complete creative control because he still had to make compromises, even at that stage.
Oh no, he totally did.
Yeah.
When he said, "If I no compromises, I'd rather burn it all to the ground." Oh no, he compromised.
He did.
Of course he was going to compromise. Of course he was going to compromise. You never are not going to walk away without compromise in this kind of situation.
Exactly.
So it's like, again, so then you got to take what he says with a bit of a grain of salt, don't you think? And maybe start thinking about it a little bit on the outskirts and outside the box, maybe.
Right. Well, I mean, I personally, hey, if he does come out and he clarifies, great. But I'm not going to, hurl, boulders at the guy or anything like that. I'm just like, hey, dude, just.
Oh, we see what you did there, Ryan.
I'm rubbing off on him, not in a good way either.
The thing is, and I'm fine with that, and I'm totally fine with that.
There's people that agree with Matt. There's lots of people
that fine if they agree with him. I just think,
wrong.
You know what it is, Matt?
You know what it is,
Matt? We'll see if this lasts the test of time. Because I noticed this with like people. Let's see what happens, what he does in future interviews, and if a pattern arises, then so be it. Then maybe you're right. I think this is a one-off. Yeah, that's just my opinion.
It's a pretty big one-off, though. It's a pretty massive one-off. It is a very.
I don't really think it's that bad. Maybe I have thick skin. Like I don't know. It doesn't really bother me. No. Just like when Ryan Johnson said, "Wasted, waxist, and wabbit,
No, I was pissed at Ryan Johnson for a while.
Yeah, I mean that's
what
racist and waxist.
Well, he said man babies.
And
I don't know
babies.
Everything begins with a W.
I really didn't pay attention to a lot of what Ryan Johnson said.
Yeah, I don't really care what he has to say. He don't work for them no more.
I just want Knives Out too. That's what I want.
Oh, Knives Out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I mean, as long as it's not as predictable as Knives Out 1, then I'm cool with it.
I'll up the ante. I want Ryan Johnson to direct an episode of The Mandalorian.
All right, bye, Jarvo.
All right, he can go.
No.
He's just trying to get off the street. No, keep him on. Keep him on.
No. Oh, God. All right. We got other topics.
Hey, I like the leather in your car.
There's no leather. It's a Kia.
Oh.
A Kia with leather seats? That's pretty.
Hey, no, Kia's coming around, man. Kia's coming around.
South Korean import. What are you talking about?
What? So Hyundai. They have leather in their cars.
I want to clip that again. Can you say that again?
What, that it's a Kia?
No, it's not leather. It's a Kia.
It's not leather. It's a Kia.
It's not leather. It's HBO.
All right, we have other topics, and then the rest of the panel has to speak. So, Matt,
I'm gonna go. Things are now going to be boring. That's okay. Thank you for having me here.
Oh, thanks, Matt. You're wrong, but thank you.
Yeah, you'll want me back. That's okay.
I
tonight, people. If you want real entertainment, see.
I think Matt's making.
He's dropping those jar bombs.
Well, we got to make sure we get Rhea and Eddie because they're a little more soft spoken on the panel. So, what did Jarvo change your mind, Eddie?
No, because I always had the idea in my head that he was just playing around. It wasn't nothing serious. I'm just saying that the wording means a lot, despite what you guys say. It's still the haters will still use it, saying I don't know what's the point of saying this is showing support for Zach. Maybe he's just going to grift on us or something like that. What I'm trying to say.
But then you look at his actions and how he's interacted with the fandom.
Yeah, that's me though. I know how he is. I'm just saying everyone else will, think a certain different way.
Most people aren't even going to read this article. I got to be honest. I think it'll blow up on YouTube. It won't have legs. Existed. Yeah, it won't have legs.
I'm still wanting to know, what was the source? What was the article? Where was it from?
I don't know. I came back to the internet and I saw everyone.
The Times.
Oh,
the New York Times.
UK. No, the Times.
LA
UK.
Times.
Was it LA Times or New York?
No, the Times UK.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's awkward now.
Thank you, Geek Studios. You're the best. We got to have
apparently
Geek
the article is
Studios.
by the paywall, so then some other websites took it, and
I just think if you think about the context of what he's done with the fandom and actually completing the movie, he's not in it for the money or using the fandom for a big payday. He got the project to be completed. He got the budget he wanted. He poured everything and more into that.
I get that, but then there's a claim that you could say obviously he did it for the passion for us and all that stuff within his heart. I'm just saying that you can make a counterclaim. Obviously, that he might get the fame off it. He might get more deals with other studios and stuff like that, which he is getting. But like I'm saying, there's a counterclaim to something like that. Like obviously he didn't do it for free. But I think look. Obviously, I don't feel that way. I'm just saying this can.
Well, I mean, in Hollywood, you're only as good as your last movie, right? And so he's got, Zack Snyder's Justice League was clearly a great movie, and then we'll see what happens with Army of the Dead. I mean,
I'm looking forward to Army of the Dead.
But I mean, Workman wants us to talk about Army of the Dead. Damn it! Yes, we will get to that. Let's hear from Rhea first. What did you think about Jarvo's take, Rhea? What did you think about all?
And what was wrong with it? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I put my thoughts in the chat earlier while he was still talking. But basically, I think Zach could show some good faith to his fans by coming out and clarifying some of his quotes if they truly were taken out of context.
Okay. And RJ, did you have something to add too?
Yeah, I was just going to say really quickly, in the immortal words of Peter Griffin, oh my God, who the hell cares?
Well, the internet cares, don't you know?
Yeah, they care enough to, as far as it can get them clicked.
Who cares about this?
It's not. It's outrage bait. By next week, nobody's going to care.
Right. When his movie, you made a good point, Firewater. When his movie comes out, if it is a success, hell, even if it's not a success, that's going to be the topic. That's going to be the focus of what people are going to be putting in their articles, talking about, streaming about, and all that is going to be that. It's not going to be this. This is like you guys are saying, who cares?
Well, I like what Ray said, that it would be nice, but I honestly think in the age of social media, just do something positive with the fans and not even address it because your movie's coming out in a week or two.
I think people are reading way too much into a quote that most likely means he's just making a point that the Snyder fandom was an easy target for journalists in the media. Because it's not a lie. That is factually correct. Just go on Twitter and see the way journalists and blue check
they did a lot of them.
A lot of leading up to the Snyder.
A lot of them were coming out trying to demonize people and make it into a joke or whatever. There was hell, even the people from Collider and John Campy and all those people it doesn't exist and these Snyder fans need to give it up and blah 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 and whatever and these guys are crazy for thinking this and crazy for thinking that a studio will come back and allow him to finish his product and release it to the public. I mean it was because that wasn't the norm.
It got to a point where even TV shows, a lot of media properties are making fun of Snyder fans and actually making jokes about them in comedy shows and stuff.
And then they started to sort of again demonize it again. Does this set a bad precedent for other film? Release the Ayer cut, release the Snyder cut. I mean, release the Schumacher cut. I mean, release the web cut. For the Spider-Man, Amazing
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, it was Amazing Spider-Man 2. So people are like, oh man, people are asking for all kinds of cuts now because of this, I mean, but it didn't really, because we got the Donner cut 10 years ago when they were doing Superman Returns, so that they could pay the Marlon Brando estate to use that footage for that movie. But I mean, it wasn't a release cut. It wasn't a finished product, but it was something that was still, used. So it wasn't completely unique, but it is a little bit more unique here in that it is a completed project.
All right, we'll get to Rel's comment and then we'll move on to other movie topics. Oh, Saggy is here. Hey, Saggy.
What's up?
What up?
All right, so Rel, it's too much to recap, Saggy. So we'll just go on to the fresh.
You already talked about what I talked about. There's not really much to recap. I already know what the topic was. You guys are talking about the RJ.
We haven't even gotten to that yet. We were talking about Snyder stuff, I think.
Yeah. There's an RJ cut now. Release the RJ cut.
Yes, there's an RJ cut. Yes.
Release the RJ.
Is that it?
I just wanted to have a nice picture of MJ and Spider-Man, and I don't even know what you're talking about. I missed that part of your stream.
No, you
Oh my
didn't. No, you
God.
didn't.
You were there in the comments. What are you
You
talking
were in the
about?
comments, you liar. He was
All right,
yelling at me.
All right, Roman. Yeah, because you know why I'm mad? Because I've been shilling for the Amico for a year, and
Who
Tommy
cares?
Tallarico goes on Saggy's stream all the time. And no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Are you
No,
Bolero? You're the Bolero
I'm
fan
jealous.
of the
I'm
Amico
jealous.
fandom.
You know what's funny?
Oh
hate
yeah,
it.
yeah. So all you're doing is enabling him.
She's
You and
surpassed
Pegasus
me.
can't hang with Zeus, dude. You're out.
She surpassed
Pegasus,
me.
though.
Even
You-
the haters talk about her more than this
What
masked
do you
a-hole.
mean? What do you mean? You literally passed me the torch and said, "Have at it." What do you mean?
I know, but they don't
I'm
even
your
talk about me.
legacy.
They don't
Maybe
even
he-
make
maybe
fun
he
of me
didn't think you were
anymore.
actually going to
Max,
have at it.
Max, I will send you.
You're on the Tumblr page all the time.
Listen, Max, which sock do you want? The left or the right one? I will send you a sock. We'll share. I'll give you one of the
Whoa, what's
socks.
No,
Hold on, Max.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Tommy messaged me and said I could, I might get some. I'll see.
You know what's
'Cause
really
I-
funny? Max,
Whining on the internet works. First my PS5, and now with Tommy Tallarico. Woo!
You know what's really funny?
There you go.
Max has wanted to interview Tommy Tallarico for so long, and he literally was like, "Hey, RJ, you're a cool guy. Just message me. We'll do something together."
I have interviewed RJ.
Yeah, I know you've interviewed me. Have you interviewed
No, I
Tommy
mean I
Tallarico?
have interviewed him multiple
Yeah, he
times.
has.
Yeah, he actually has interviewed him more than once.
Boom,
Well, I meant-
RJ.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Has been on
Look at-
places.
look at
before.
RJ.
That just shows you he doesn't really watch your channel.
Right, RJ's really
Thanks
trying
a lot,
to clout
RJ.
chase right now.
I
He's
know
trying
he
to,
was
like,
trying.
your
I'm
He
face.
was
out
trying.
chasing.
He was trying to throw salt in my already open wounds.
RJ,
Like,
if
I
you
get
re-
an interview.
RJ, if you really want to,
I'm like,
hold
really?
on. RJ, if you really want to play that card, he literally said Rhea's name, all excited
Yes.
in caps and stuff
Well,
like
Rhea's gotta be
Rhea.
there.
So I don't. So if anything, Rhea
Mine
got
too.
the spotlight. And
Hey,
Eddie,
you know
Eddie
what?
checked
You know
out
what,
Eddie's
though?
video.
Everyone loves Ray.
Videos.
There's
Well,
not
fuck-
anyone who
Yeah,
hates
yeah,
Ray.
just the
videos.
We're shilling for Tommy on this. I'm
Firewater.
sorry, we
Are
should-
you thinking about the Miko yet? No, I'm still working on Firewater.
Nah, I like Tommy a lot, but I don't think the system.
I
is for
love
me.
Christopher Parker's comment. Saggy will present Max with clothes.
Yes, please.
Max has
All right.
socks.
All right, I messed up. Real
That sounds like a children's book title. Max has socks.
Saggy, you know what you should do? Get Max
What?
a different freaking hoodie. Get him an Amico hoodie.
I didn't- no. I didn't
might
get an
get that
Amico
from
hoodie.
Tommy.
I
might
didn't
that
get a
from
Miko
Tommy.
hoodie. I'll be mad if I don't get a hoodie.
Well, he said I could
A
pick
hoodie?
something. Maybe I'll ask for a
a
hoodie.
hoodie. A bonus.
Okay, we're
Bonus
McMillian.
hoodie. Oh, yeah.
I agree with RJ. I don't see the outrage in this. It's a big reach, and yes, there will be haters using it to advantage, but who cares? The usual haters, like the corner and planet, will always hate. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They got massive egg on their face. The Snare Cut doesn't exist. It's been watched like 3 billion times, but nah.
Yeah, check out RJ for sure. Check him
Yeah, I
out.
gotta go to
Firewater,
you for.
didn't you hear? Firewater, you didn't hear the exclusive?
What's your exclusive?
The Blue Beetle is gonna save the DCU.
Oh my god.
The Blue Beetle is
No,
coming.
that's wrong.
It's
That's
gonna
wrong.
But wait,
save-
what if the Blue
Wrong.
Beetle fights the Red Beetle?
Is Walter
Yes,
Hamada
it's
still
happening.
here?
And the
Yes.
Green Beetle and the
Saggy,
Yellow Beetle
Saggy,
and the
we've
Pink
been over
Beetle?
this.
Right,
It's not
Firewater, you
Blue
don't even
Beetle,
know.
It's gonna be Peacemaker.
No,
We've
it's
already
gonna
said
no.
this many
To hell
times.
with John Cena. We've already had this discussion. It's not John Cena. It's Blue Beetle, right, Ryan?
But also,
Blue Beetle will save the DCEU.
See, exactly.
It's actually,
It
actually,
might.
it's
It
not,
could.
It's
no,
gonna.
it's not gonna be any of
I
that.
I
hope
don't
that
know.
Warner sells
I think it's gonna be a cool movie.
sells DC to either
I hope
Netflix
so.
or
I hope it
Amazon
doesn't suck.
while the valuation is high. Because if they make these movies and when they predictably tank, the valuation goes down.
Yeah.
Listen,
Firewater,
hold on.
listen.
Listen.
All you need is the Batman.
No,
Matt
listen.
Reeves is coming to
Listen.
save us.
I
Batman.
got it. Listen, I got the
That's not
plan.
even a DCU though.
But I got the plan.
It's not.
Eddie
It's not.
Eddie will play Blue
Elseworlds.
Beetle, and
Okay.
it'll
Oh,
be the
that's- I
best
can see-
movie. Eddie would 100% be a great Blue Beetle. Look at him; he would make the best Blue Beetle.
Blue
Oh,
Beetle,
yeah.
he could go around punching bad guys wearing his
He's like,
his,
what's up, bitch?
Brie
I'm
Larson
Jaime
shirt.
Reyes.
Wear your Brie Larson shirt, just beat the shit out of people.
There you go.
That would be worth the price of
Well,
admission.
well, we
I'd
got
pay
it.
to see that.
The title of the video was "Watch Army of the Dead early."
Okay, are we watching it early?
Is this
There's-
clickbait again?
No, you can watch 15 minutes early. There's an article out, and Zack Snyder was tweeting about it. Let me share the article.
I don't want to watch the movie early. I want to watch
Well,
I don't want to watch 15 minutes
well,
of the freaking
No,
movie.
you will
But
watch
then-
the 15 minutes and you will like it.
But then
No.
Ryan said,
Okay, fine, you win.
do you get to see that before it comes out on Netflix, Ryan?
I get to see it next Friday. So
wait, why are you special?
Because
he paid the ticket.
Yeah, I paid my admission fee.
That's actually a really good reason.
It's in theaters.
It's in theaters, so I'm gonna go see it at the theater.
I don't think I could drag my wife to this. She's like, "Oh, what's Army of the Dead? It's a bunch of zombies."
Wait, is Matt going with you, Ryan?
No, Matt is gonna see it the day before I am, so he's gonna see it before me.
Oh,
so and he's not gonna spoil it for us, or we're not gonna let him hang out with us.
he didn't even ask me to go with him. I'm very upset now.
Oh,
I'm sad for you.
Just don't let Nicotina see it early because he'll spoil it for everyone.
Oh, he will. He will. So he's gonna watch it with us. And what's funny is like, Anthony's like so against spoilers. And he's like, no, we ain't gonna do a spoiler review. And Nicotina, I know he's gonna slip up.
Yeah. All right. So here's what actually on the 13th. So the 13th that's Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
That's still early. Interactive live stream event set for May 13th. So this is another thing where Zach can act positively with the fans and get over this, which people were upset. Grab yourself a wheelbarrow and prepare to bring out your dead for a special interactive event on Thursday, May 13th. Netflix will host a global live stream event only on Netflix YouTube channel. Fans, wow, he really knows how to interact. He's the next level with social media and being a director.
This sounds like work, and I don't want to work to watch a movie.
Well, you only have to wait.
You have to work to watch movies anyways. Would you steal your tickets?
Yeah, I sneak in.
All right, well then you got me beat there.
Fans can tune in live for this interactive experience to be part of unlocking the first 15 minutes of Zach. Good thing it's Netflix and not Warner Brothers. They'd unlock the whole film. Or Tom and Jerry. But yeah, you can see it early. That's not too much early though. I thought that was a few days early. That's like the day before. Isn't it? When does it come out? I don't know. It comes out in theaters next Friday, but I don't know when it debuts on Netflix.
I can check because I literally, funny thing you say that, I literally just saw the advertisement because I have Netflix up on my TV right now and it just popped up Army of the Dead.
I'm conflicted. I kind of want to see it in the theater, but I also get my shot next Wednesday and I might be a mess next Thursday.
Wait, first or second?
Second.
Yeah, you're gonna probably take an L the next day, bud.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I don't know. Anyone else?
We'll be all right after that, I'm sure.
Anyone else have interest in seeing it in the theater? Or are you going to wait for Netflix?
There's no theater close to me playing it, so I'm going to wait for Netflix.
Eddie,
I'm just
Rhea,
gonna wait for
Netflix.
Saggy.
Netflix, duh.
Netflix. Okay.
Yeah, mine's just down the street, so it's not that
going
far.
to the theater. There's the Corona's still going on.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna drink Coronas before, so we'll be immune.
So it's coming. It's coming to Netflix May 21st.
Oh, okay.
I just looked at it. It's a 2-hour and 28-minute movie.
That's another week.
I'm gonna add that to my save list.
I could see it a week early at the theater.
I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited for it either way because I've always loved the I love the Dawn of the Dead.
Well, he's seen on Thursday. Okay.
Matt Jarbo's actually seen it at the theater.
Who is Matt Jarbo?
Don't bring him back. Don't bring him back. No one else will get a word in.
He already came in.
Yeah,
he came in. But
how's your back doing, Matt Jarbo? I knew I blew it out last night, but how's it doing?
Whoa.
What? Oh, is that why you said that you slept on your back wrong? Hurt your back, Teddy?
Chubby Teddy says he's going to see it on Friday after work.
Friday, yeah, there you go.
Good for him.
So Rhea, thank you for joining us tonight. I heard you might be out of town or you're on vacation or something. Maybe I misheard.
Oh yeah, I'm on personal leave from work. I think I mentioned it to y'all. But anyway,
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to say it if it was private. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I mentioned it on the Amico After Dark podcast too.
Yeah, great job, Max.
Sorry.
Tell us everything personal as to why you're not at work right now.
You're rested up. You're having a good time.
No, listen, she's on maternal leave because she's having my baby. It's fine.
Whoa, how
we keep with spoiler, right? Yeah, we're having a baby.
How does that work?
Don't worry about it. Like, well, when two people love each other very much, RJ.
Oh my God.
No, but I mean, like,
man, just like they said in the Solo movie, it works.
I'm just asking. How does that work?
Tommy is bothered.
Eddie's face. Eddie's face is killing me.
No. Eddie Rage quit the stream. Eddie Rage quit the stream. Poor Eddie.
There you go.
Eddie's gonna put on his Brie Larson shirt and then turn into Blue Beetle and start beating people up in the street.
Well, just so you know, for the couple that is that's getting married soon and having a baby, this is their month for super chats. If anyone, just to remind you, May is their month.
Oh God, that sounded awful.
Is this super chat? Are we doing super chats now?
Oh, you didn't know that, right? He turned that on a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, okay. Zod's here. Hey, Zod.
Zod, we haven't seen you in a while, man. What's up?
Hey.
Zod,
how's it going? We're getting ready for Army of the Dead.
And a baby.
Well, actually, I wanted Zod's take on that Zack Snyder comment. I don't know if you heard what Matt Jarbo made a video about and all this and that interview,
Oh, the interview I tweeted about?
Yeah.
So clearly he knows about it.
Are you a fan? As a fan, do you think he was using the fandom, or do you think he was playfully, hinting and alluding to things when he couldn't really say much because of Warner Brothers at the very beginning? Like, people would ask him, "Does another cut exist?" He'd be like,
yeah. I think he's, I think he's he knows more than we do, of course. So I feel like we're at a point where, Zach has pretty much told us in so many ways that it's done, that's over with. I don't think that he's at all trying to lead us on or trying to make us think
or use us or
going to be more or use us. I don't think so. I think because I always go back to the words that he used. Like a while ago, there was an interview that he did, and I don't know if you guys remember this. And I don't remember what interview it was on because he's been on so many YouTube channels. He's been on so many things. At one point, somebody asked him.
Good point.
Somebody asked him something about it. He said he would never tell the fans. He would never tell the fans that something wasn't going to happen and that he would always respect the fact that the fans wanted more. I'm paraphrasing. That the fans wanted more, so they want more of the Snyderverse. They want more movies. And he would never say never, but he always acknowledges the fact that right now, that's not something that Warner Brothers wants to do. He's told us in so many ways that the studio doesn't want anything else to do with him. I don't know. I feel so bad for him because he's such a nice and wonderful guy.
We have a lot to look forward to. And just imagine, we might be wanting the wrong thing. I mean, I love DC, but think if Zack Snyder creates his own superhero type.
That's what I'm saying. Army of the Dead,
where he owns it, gets control it.
But this is what I'm saying. It sucks. I know everybody, wants Zack to continue because DC is their thing. And I get that. But if you really like Zack and his work, then all you could do is just support what he's doing now.
You're right.
Because if it's out of his hands, and I think people forget that. It's like he wants to do it, sure. But he can't do it because there's so much stopping him.
Not only that, why would people want him to return to that toxic work environment?
It doesn't necessarily mean that he has to go back to Warner Brothers. Like everybody's saying that, why is he going back to Warner?
The reason why he's
not going back to Warner Brothers.
The reason why, Ryan, is because Zack is the one who keeps saying. He's the one who keeps saying.
Right, he's saying that Warner Brothers owns
right,
and he's trying to. He does own the intellectual properties to those characters, right? But AT&T owns Warner Brothers. That owns that property. That's all under that umbrella. So they can because they purchased it, they can pretty much do.
But I feel like, Ryan, what he's telling us, and he's basically telling us to read between the lines that Warner Brothers has more pull in this than he would like. It's basically like saying, AT&T is the main head of everything.
Once Zack, right. But once Zack reveals the whiteboards of his Justice League 2 and 3. Then once he reveals that to the public, like, okay, this was the story, then I'm like, okay, he's done. He checked out.
Well, I hate to cut off while conversation's hot, but I mean, you and Zod together will be talking about this all night. Thanks, RJ. No, I appreciate your take, Zod. But this is the article that I want Eddie to present. So here you go. Read the title of that, and we'll talk about it.
Brie Larson will not be replaced as Captain Marvel.
Say it with meaning, Eddie. Say it so everyone can hear. So
He said it like he doesn't own a shirt.
Say it for
He
all.
said like Brie Larson will not be replaced as Captain Marvel. Okay.
Say it so
I
they
hope we
can
don't
hear
fuck
it in the
this one
back.
up.
So they can hear it in the back.
I like your hair there, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he left. Oh no, here he goes. Here he goes.
There it is, baby.
There you go.
Oh, that's RJ.
He's getting his shirt
Oh,
on.
that's
Come on,
not
y'all. Y'all
RJ.
know what happens when he turns off the camera, and you know he's changing his shirt.
I don't know what happens when he.
Yeah, he's changing
we
his shirt.
don't. Maybe we don't want to know.
Maybe
I want to know.
OnlyFans.
When you young guys turn
Maybe
off when young guys turn off the camera, I don't want to know and I want to see. You know.
They changed shirt. See, I told you. Listen to
Maybe
me.
you don't want to see.
No, say it so they can the back can hear.
So I'm glad to announce, and finally this has been confirmed, that Brie Larson will stay as Captain Marvel. You fucking trolls!
Whoa!
Yeah.
According to Geekosity.
So you admit there's trolls. You admit
Yes, there
there's
is.
trolls
There's
in the
haters,
Marvel
there's-
fandom.
There's haters, there's incels, there's simp cells,
Oh God,
there's
RJ
simps, there's
too.
lots
I
of stuff.
can't. I
Oh,
can't.
I like
understand
Simcell. That's a good one.
Oh, there's RJ with his shirt on. Yeah.
I totally
Ray is
forgot
right.
that
Well, they
RJ
got
had
Come
one
on,
too.
listen to all these anti-SJW channels that said, "Oh, see, she's taking a back seat in her own sequel." If they brought in new characters like Kamala Khan and Monica Rambeau and didn't include them in the title, it wouldn't be really treating
Hold on.
representation with respect. So you
Eddie's
have to have a
raising-
title that
Eddie, you're raising
represents
your hand. This is not
that
classmate. Say what
represents
you gotta say.
all of them. Marvels
No,
represents
no,
all of
this-
them. Yeah.
This guy wants me to present it, but doesn't want me to talk about the
Oh, I'm
rest.
sorry.
Shame on you. We're trying to take a spotlight of a person of color. I thought you were better than this, but I guess.
Holy shit! Eddie's going hard in
Eddie's
the
gonna
paint.
make another video.
Yeah, I made one before that destroyed them. But yes, just because they retitled the movie, it was called Captain Marvel 2, now it's called Dumb Marvels. It makes sense because all three of them are gonna have to be the spotlight. But I hate how these people are saying, "Oh, look, it's leaning towards that she's gonna, disappear or she's not gonna be the main focus of the movie." I just feel like she's there to stay. So I don't know whether they're heavily coming at her saying, and they want it to fail. You see them, oh, I hope the movie's better than the next one, but they just want that shit to fail, just so they can keep on making videos. Once the first trailer for that movie comes out, you already know they're about to rip on it.
Thanks, Keith.
But all I can say is we just
I
have to wait and
literally,
see.
I did an entire stream making fun of people who
Yes.
were reacting to that title with Eddie and Brian. It was really fun.
Well, there was an
the
article
Widow.
that was overreacting to the title too, wasn't there? I read an
Maybe.
article that said
Probably, yeah.
Who's Blue Marvel?
Brie Larson will not be
Blue
has been
Marvel
pushed to
is,
the back because of
yeah. Blue Marvel's
she didn't deliver.
like part of like the Ultimate team.
Listen,
Marvel.
I like that Eddie was talking,
Well,
and
thank
y'all
you.
just kept cutting. Come back, Eddie. Come back and finish
Thank
your
you,
thing.
thank you, Aaron Entertainment, for the
I
$2.
can't, Saggy. I had to do the crossover.
Get this crossover.
helping the ladies with the wedding. What
Oh,
the hell's
somebody's
going?
Somebody's having technical issues.
Did somebody say Brie Larson?
Oh God!
Now, this is the other side of Eddie that nobody wants to know. But
You got your
Brie
you got
Larson.
your Fanta?
No.
Oh.
The MCU is a real thing. Brie Larson is a feminist SJW weirdo.
Well, what
and I'm
the
tired
heck?
of identity politics always interfering
Oh
with
my
our
God.
entertainment. I'm sorry, I had to play the act so I could be on next time with the show. But like I'm saying, we're sick of the wokeness and we just want that shit away from our storytelling. It's ruining everything. These two recent MCU shows were woke as hell. I just didn't want to watch them at all. They're just always taking away straight white males, and it's just not fun anymore, to be honest with you. And I hope in the future they could just think about like I said, straight white males. You
Their
know, I'm not one
wokeness led
myself.
to brokenness.
Firewater drunk.
I don't
I
know.
wish I didn't go out and buy beer tonight.
Okay, so now that we finally, Eddie, let's calm down a little bit. Let's get from the rest of the panel. RJ and then Rhea and then Saggy. What do you think about this? Captain, is it a big deal? Is she taking a back seat because they changed the name of her sequel to Marvels?
No, of course not. People are overreacting to the whole thing.
Okay.
It's funny. Like, so there's like about 5 different videos that I watched It's like, oh, we were right. We won. Brie Larson's not
Coping
gonna be.
mechanism.
She's not gonna. Don't bring her up, please. I got brain damage listening to that video. But yeah. I mean, I think people are just overreacting in a lot of regards. To me, all that means that it's just going to be a team up movie. Marvel always does team up movies in their sequels. So ultimately, what does it matter? You know, Saggy.
What is going on?
I love. Look, did you not see Rhea's comment?
No.
Is that Eddie created these multiple personalities as a coping mechanism?
Well, it's the Eddie multiverse. That's what it is.
I was confused.
Into the Eddieverse.
That was like so bipolar.
Release the Eddieverse.
I don't know if I can handle the Eddieverse.
I'm sorry, Rajay. I couldn't help myself. I saw that.
Well, I know
Wait,
Ryan cares
hold
a
on.
lot about Captain Marvel and Brie Larson. So what do you think about this?
Ryan's face right now.
It's Zod. I know you can't wait to talk about Brie Larson and the Marvels.
It's gonna be a much better.
Did you
movie
say
than the
Captain
first one.
Marbles?
It's gonna be
Because that could be good.
Yeah, I think you kept saying Captain Marvels, man.
That would be a good. That would actually be a good movie.
I'd watch it. I'd watch it.
I'd watch it. Yeah, it would be better than Bat Wheels
and her arch nemesis Jack.
Oh, come on, Zod. Don't call it Bat Wheels. Matt Reeves is going to save the DC universe.
All right, let's
there's
hear the
really
ladies.
a movie called Bat Wheels coming out.
We're talking about a ladies
are you
project, a
serious?
movie. Let's hear from the ladies, Saggy and Rhea.
You want to go first, my love?
The power couple.
Don't call her that.
My love. You can go first.
Don't call her that.
Mind your business.
You keep saying that. You better make a T-shirt.
I am about to make a T-shirt
She's
called "Mind Your
typing,
Business, Eddie."
She knows she lays fire with that keyboard. She might be typing some heat.
Rhea, you're muted.
She's typing heat.
Oh, you said Saggy was gonna go first.
No, I said you go first, my love.
Don't call her that.
Oh, what am I?
Mind your business, Eddie.
Jerry.
That's all right.
Oh, no,
Eddie,
Eddie, Maury or
Eddie,
Jerry?
stick up for what you want, Eddie.
Go ahead, my love.
Man.
Steve.
It's over. Don't
Steve.
give false hope.
Eddie.
No, don't. It's done. Eddie, give up.
Maybe after this is over.
You have a better chance with Brie.
I tried, but she's not responding to me.
I know.
You know what?
What
You
am I
need to buy more
responding to?
shirts.
Your thoughts on Brie Larson? And
No, in Marvels, is she taking
Marvel.
a back seat in her own sequel because it's called The Marvels and not Captain Marvel 2?
I hope so. She's boring to watch on screen.
Oh God.
That's why they had to put all these
Amen.
other characters to support her in her own the sequel to her own movie.
But they always do team ups in Marvel.
This is why she's my wife.
This is why I don't subscribe to this. Like, oh, she's a woman, so obviously I have to support her. Like, no, I'm gonna criticize her just like I criticize everything else.
Thank you, Rhea.
Oh wow.
This is why she's my wife.
I think she's a good actress. I think she was wrong for Captain Marvel.
I think I don't
I think
care.
the story itself was where it like really fell apart for me. It was like I didn't care.
Well, that's
I
why
was
they're
like,
getting a new director, a new script writer. They booted the last
Listen.
one.
Well, I like
don't think they
Min
did a
Min's
good job
comments.
either, so.
I like Min Min's comments. That's like getting mad at Ant-Man and the Wasp. It means nothing but more characters and interactions.
I didn't even like her in Endgame. Like she didn't bring anything to the table in Endgame.
I can't take all this Brie hate.
Listen.
No, I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying,
kidding, I'm kidding,
like her
I'm kidding.
character just. I was like, okay, you're here. So
I agree with my wife. I think that she.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. She's my wife, but I still agree with her. I mean, she brought it to point. Like just because we're females, we can still criticize other works just for what it is. And I mean, I didn't mind Captain Marvel when I watched it. I was like, okay, this is an interesting movie, but it's not like something I'm excited for, and I just don't care about Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. I don't actually even care about Captain Marvel, to be fair. Like, I just don't care enough. So I mean, good. I'm glad she's not in her place.
This is so great to hear. I love
all
this.
This lady on lady hate is tearing me apart.
It's not lady on lady hate.
Queen Brie.
Yeah,
How can you do this? Queen Brie.
You know what this is, Max?
You just don't want to see Brie Larson be
This
successful.
is the truth. This is the truth about the Captain Marvel movie. The Captain Marvel movie was mediocre. It wasn't that Brie Larson's a bad actress. It's that the character and the story was horrible. So
that's why.
Like, hold on. Put it this way. Put it this way. Right? Everybody in the panel, everybody in the chat. Could the Avengers still be the Avengers without freaking Captain Marvel?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Yes, they could.
No.
She's so integral.
Yes,
yeah, because they just
No,
kinda
she
like
beat the hell out of
they
that
like
ship.
tacked
That
her
counts
in
for
there.
something.
They just like added her on. She's like an
she beat
add-on.
his ship.
She beat a ship
They
up.
didn't
That counts
need
for
her.
something. Her KDR is nice, dude.
No.
KDR is high, dude.
I completely disagree because it's a fact that they created multiple, endings for the Avengers in which one, Captain Marvel wasn't a factor at all. So if Captain Marvel flopped at the box office, she wasn't even going to be in Endgame.
That's
so you have to understand that it's a fact. Look it up.
But here's
no,
the
because
thing.
they filmed the Endgame cameo first.
But here's
before
the thing:
they
if they were
filmed
gonna
the
have
Captain
Captain Marvel in it, but here's the thing: if they were gonna have
but they didn't have to use the footage.
Yeah,
Right.
Yes, they did.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
what
big
I'm
part of the
saying.
movie.
You don't need Captain Marvel.
No,
he doesn't
it's
know.
okay. It's the same thing. Hold on, Zon. It's the same thing of Wayne T. Carr being filmed for Green Lantern and then being replaced by Harry Lennox as Martian Manhunter. So just because they film it doesn't mean that it's integral to the movie and you can't not have it in the movie.
Listen, Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh my gosh, listen,
here we go.
Listen, Guardians of the Galaxy isn't even technically. I mean, I guess they're associated with Avengers, but Guardians of the Galaxies are their own thing, and even they were more relevant in the Avengers movie than Captain Marvel.
Max, why did they were dislike?
He deserved it.
Well, what's the problem with Matt Jarbo? What is he talking about?
What's not the problem? With
I
Matt
blew his
Jarbo?
back out, and now he's grumpy about it.
That's engaging.
He's grumpy about his back.
Oh wow.
He's grumpy about his
Poor
back.
guy.
I blew it out.
I have 2 more topics. Enough
No, you
about.
don't.
Yes, I do.
No,
I had a lot of
I don't know if you do or not.
I'm actually trying to prepare. I don't come to movie talk for days on end, and then I have a bunch of topics. I actually had to.
But you get more viewers when you don't have any topics, and you just
I know.
out like, oh wow.
All right. Have you heard? Mortal Kombat is going woke. The sequel
again.
What did
I haven't seen the movie, so I can't.
Is Johnny Cage a female now? Like, what the hell?
No,
it's Jenna Cage.
Female. This is Ryan's favorite website. The ads are Ecosity. Although
these things can exist.
Mikey might come on the show soon.
I don't agree.
I want to be nice to Mikey because I
can't even see the article title with these stupid ads.
I know. Mortal Kombat possible all-female spin-off film coming. I'm not going to read it.
I'm actually kind of okay with that.
Right.
Okay.
I am too. There's like the real Mortal Kombat fans in here, like the real ones, like they would know that there's a lot of badass women.
Yeah.
Like,
I was a Melina main in Mortal Kombat 2. I used to make high schoolers cry.
Hell yeah!
You keep doing the teleport kick.
Hold on.
Yeah, and I roundhouse
you. I love
that would make people
Chun-Li all the way, baby.
If they did Jenny Cage.
Oh, I'm gonna jump in on you. No, you're not. Teleport kick.
Cassie Cage.
So hold on.
Cassie Cage is a great character.
Here's the reason why I'm okay with a female spin-off of the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yes,
because you're a lady.
Well, no. Because there's a lot of the complaints about the movie that I heard was they brought in Melina, which you can't bring in Melina and not have Katana. Katana wasn't there, right?
That is correct.
Having a spin-off female edition means they're gonna start bringing in maybe Katana and all the other females to tie in the story that we didn't have in the first movie.
Yeah. Well, no. After that, they're also going to have a female spin-off of Kong versus Godzilla, and you're going to have the female.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah. They're going to fight, so that's going to be dope. Can't wait for that.
One's not walking away if they do.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not woke. It's not woke. It's just giving us the story.
They woke. They did wake because they were asleep during the fight of Godzilla and King Kong. So that woke them up. And
I saw what he did there.
When I'm talking about Mortal Kombat, like it makes sense to have a female story because again, there were characters.
They have mad female characters in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like they brought in Melina, but you can't bring in Melina without bringing.
Does she teleport kick in the movie?
I'm gonna slap you. Can I just slap him? I'm gonna slap him.
I hope so.
I'm gonna slap him.
I'm a masochist.
Watch that Mortal Kombat Conquest TV show. There were a ton of awesome females on that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they're gonna bring in. I guarantee you, if they do that, they're gonna talk about the story behind Melina and how she became to be. Because now they're gonna talk about Katana, Sindel, her realm, and how that happened. So why wouldn't they have a female? Because that's the important story.
No, I do have a legitimate question. Does she teleport kick and troll people at the arcade?
I'm gonna slap the shit out you. No, she doesn't teleport.
Well, that's bullshit. That was her signature move. Every time you try to flip on me, you try to poke. No, you can teleport.
Yeah, it was Melina.
Yeah.
Teleport.
I actually have an idea.
That's like having Nightcrawler not teleport. Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. It's like completely the equivalent thing, right?
Everyone's like, oh, I like the Sonya Blade from I like the one from this movie. I think she did fine.
I think she
Yeah.
did good
She
too.
was
I
okay.
well,
Oh my
so-
god, are they setting up a Cole and Sonia ship?
No,
I
no,
don't
I
know
no.
didn't read that much into
Cole's
that.
No,
married. He's
people will get
married.
mad.
No,
at
because
that.
we're gonna get coleslaw in the next movie. So
I thought he was fine.
Cole's
I don't know.
married. He's married with a
Oh
child.
yeah, I
he's
forgot.
married
My
with a
bad.
kid.
Yeah.
Reagan,
Well, no,
That was
That
the
better
famous
be real
90s
quick.
show.
and canonically,
That makes
if
it
they-
even better. No.
if they go by canon, then it'll be Sonia and Johnny Cage that end up together.
Here's a spin-off idea that
Johnny
here's a
Cage.
spin-off theory I
Brian, you
have.
should watch it. It's as good as Crawl.
So here's a spin-off theory. This is a
I
spin-off
saw
theory I
a
have.
crawl in the $5 bin the other day.
Y'all ready
I
for
was
this?
like, I can't part with $5.
Yeah, that $5 could get me a snack, yo.
That's
Fire
great.
That's $5.
Right.
I was like, I
No,
can't
we should
part
do
with
that. Hold on, hold
$5.
on. I haven't
I
had
need
this-
that $5.
Let's
So the
make a
spin-off-
movie off of the Mad Max universe, and
So
we'll
here's
do
a
a female
spin-off.
woke spin-off with Saggy.
No,
and
no,
Ray
here-
Let
here's
the
a-
ladies speak.
Yeah, let me
RJ,
yeah,
what
man.
the hell, man?
RJ,
No,
RJ, I mean, Max has been talking the whole time. You should shut the hell up too. What the hell?
Oh, what the hell?
I'm the only guy. I'm the only guy here that respects what women have to say. Like, damn, shut up.
Oh, wow.
Eddie did a line of coke before this stream. He's got so much energy.
Man. He's
I'm
been drinking the firewater.
It's my show, but
Dude, that old female panel did
Maggie's
me.
about to explode. She's having
right.
someone infected her with a laughter bomb.
all right,
Yeah, I know,
I'm
right?
sorry. This
Okay,
I know the
hold on.
ladies really are passionate about Mortal Kombat too, so let's get Saggy.
Well, no, I was just gonna say the spin-off movie is probably gonna go like this. Because remember at the end, spoiler alert. So remember-
No, because I haven't seen the fucking movie.
Okay, never mind. So anyways,
Spoiler alert. No, fuck your spoilers.
Damn it.
so I think the story is gonna be Sonya going to find other warriors and ending
Johnny
up finding
Cage.
Katana. And that whole because like I said, I don't want to spoil it for Ryan, but I feel like it's gonna be like Sonya kind of going off to find more fighters for the Mortal Kombat event and coming across Katana and getting that whole storyline between how she became what she is with Shao Kahn, and then the whole situation with Sindel, and then you might have Jade come in because Jade is also pretty much her friend and right hand woman. So I think that might be the all-female whole aspect of it, is the whole Sonya, Katana, Jade against Melina and that whole thing, maybe the origin of that. So we'll see. But that's my theory.
I need a clip of that Eddie saying, "Max, could you shut the hell up?"
Tell him, Eddie.
I mean, yeah,
that old female panel didn't mean nothing to you. It was
inspirational.
It was emotional. And you look at you just ignoring what they're saying.
I gave them their whole episode.
Well, wait, no, Eddie, we donated a lot of money to charity, so we're good, yo.
Yeah,
That's
what
how
about
that
charity?
works. You know, yeah, we
That's
gave
how-
money.
that's how it works.
I'd like to see you talk about that, Eddie.
Wait, so
Can
me
you
and
talk
Ray are
about us
charity?
donating money to charity,
Me and
please?
Ray are charity now?
Something like that. I don't
Are you
know.
calling us a charity case, Firewater?
No.
Here's
to
what I
an-
would say. Anytime you two are here, it feels like charity because we're always blessed to have you both on this panel. So it's a charity to us. And
Aw,
Damn, RJ's thirsty. Look at
RJ
him.
gets
I know.
I knew a girl named Charity.
I have a thirst.
Was she a
and it's
stripper,
for
Ryan?
Saggy Melody.
Was she a lady of the night? Was she a
I
lady
like how
of the night?
Max is just like, I gave them a whole panel. Like as if
Oh,
that, you
And
know,
he
give him a
wasn't even
life-
supposed to be there
You get the
either.
lifetime Simp card for that.
yeah. I mean, I was trying to get off the show. Honestly, I was like, I feel awkward.
You gave them a panel. You gave them a panel, and you were still talking, you bastard. What kind of shit is that?
Why do I let you on my show to call me bastard all the time? You fake woke bastard. Okay.
Now the video was titled.
Wait, is fake woke
Bastard.
called folk?
You folk bastard.
You know,
That wasn't the title though. It was fake simp
You know,
bastard.
this is hilarious. You got Zod cracking up hardcore.
Zod
He
looks
was
like he's having a
dying.
good time.
I know. All right.
I'm
Well,
having a good time.
final topic, and then whatever. Whatever goes. I don't know. What.
Release the Mad Max stream cut.
All right.
There you go.
This is from.
That wasn't even that funny, Saggy. Jesus.
It was kind of funny.
And then we'll people have got stuff to do. So I mean,
no, they don't.
Like what?
I don't know. Well, no. Oh, let's go all night.
I have to go to Sam's Club tomorrow,
dude. We do YouTube streams.
Oh,
about
take me
movies.
with
we don't
you.
have lives.
I love Sam's Club.
Firewater
Oh, I
do the
love it.
old man stuff. I gotta go to Sam's Club tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got the premium membership.
I got my Costco.
Maybe we'll go
list.
to Bed Bath and Beyond. I don't know if there'll be enough time.
Hey, geeks, can you link the Widow's channel before she goes?
Ray
Yes,
got
she's
the
gonna
joke.
come back real soon.
Who else needs
Bye,
Widow?
Widow.
They got a big sale over at Sam's Club.
Shout out to the widow. I just noticed she was
Ray
there.
got the
What up?
joke. Nobody else did. Fuck you all. Except for
What?
Ray.
Would you say you're going to Costco tomorrow? Okay.
No.
Home Depot?
More like cost below.
That's the Facebook recap.
This panel's wild tonight.
I
What is
know.
happening?
I take too many days off. Joe
Wait,
Blow,
did
Windows.
we already talk about the MJ thing?
No.
Okay.
No, not yet.
We'll save that for last. The actual
Okay.
Windows may formally be getting shorter windows soon, but before they go to streaming. So you're going to have limited time to see in theaters, and then I think that's a good thing. I think that'll get. I think that'll get a push.
The theaters are effed.
I don't care. The pandemic already got us used to sitting at home and watching movies. Now I don't
Which
care.
sucks.
No, it's going to be a better. It's going to be a better. It's not a
don't
bad thing.
care.
It's going to make theaters. I think it'll help profit.
Theaters are gonna
because
die.
You're instead of having a movie there that's way too long, 2 months. That's a really
Theaters are gonna die like that arcade where I used to beast people in Mortal Kombat 2 with Melina using the teleport.
It has more
arcades are coming back, man.
For other profits.
Zod, I love you, but come on, man.
Max is still trying to go. Good for you.
Well, look at
Max
the home
trying to
arcade
talk.
market.
Nobody cares.
You'll get
Let's
more,
just keep
more
going.
movies. More movies will get a window for instead of Disney just dominating for months on end. The next Avengers will be there for a month and then they'll leave instead of being there for 3 months.
Large studios will make a special exception as long as they're putting butts in seats.
I think in the beginning of this, I thought the theaters would be able to survive, but after everything, I don't think they're going to survive for very much longer because people are already getting used to just staying home and watching movies.
People are buying lazy. We're lazy bums.
And not only that, inflation's hitting the country. In all seriousness, like the value of the American dollar is decreasing. Home costs are up significantly. Car costs, people are paying over sticker price for a new car, which is absolutely insane
economically. So
exactly. So we already pay for the streaming service. You pay like what, $12 a month for what is it? Netflix? I don't know. It just comes out of my account. I don't.
Netflix is like
11.
They're all raising their prices.
$15.
It's really we're the other that's a different topic for another stream is
no, it's a topic for now stream.
Okay,
no, I'm just kidding. I just like being interrupted.
Too many. I've got to the breaking point with streaming services. I have to pick and choose now. I can't.
Yeah, you got to triage, baby, triage.
Or I'm considering doing what some people do is they service jump. Like 1 month I do HBO, 1 month I do Disney, and then I go and binge.
You're a streaming whore.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm considering being a streaming whore. Just like.
That sounds like a career path. It's like, you know what? I woke up today and I was wondering what the curriculum was to become a streaming whore.
Why do you think I turned super chats on? Thanks, Ro McMillan, for $4.99 supporting the ladies for May. I still gotta pay Eddie and RJ and Brian's not here.
Yeah, fuck him. He doesn't get no money then.
Bonus.
I gotta pay you. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. I also, just to give you a glimpse, I'm planning to put some money into the PlayStation Podcast for a potential giveaway. So go subscribe now if someone can link that channel. And I gotta get.
You're gonna give away an Amico, the one that you were trying to.
No,
I'm
not an Amico.
PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5.
No.
Wow, this is really. Hey, everybody!
No.
Mad Max giving away a PlayStation 5. Go sub.
No, I will announce it this Sunday. But Rel McMillan, thank you, a good supporter of all Movie Talk and this channel. Everybody supports the guys and the ladies. He doesn't discriminate. RJ, I'm surprised you didn't save that pickup line for Matt Reeves.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll use it next time. I'm being serious, though. I truly do believe that Batman is going to be a phenomenon. I think it's going to be a positive step forward for DC films. I really do.
Thank you, Rel. Don't be. Come on. We got a paying customer here. Saggy, and you're snoring?
Huh? What
Saggy!
What? RJ said stuff and things, and I fell asleep.
Oh, that's some shade.
Man, I guess we're not doing our Peacemaker watch along stream. Together.
Oh, Peacemaker.
I'll watch it with you, but I'm going to tell you right now.
Well, thank you, Rel.
I think it'd be hilarious.
Unlike Saggy, the rest of the panel really appreciates the support. We'll have to have a talk about Saggy. Rhea.
What did I do? I didn't call you a bastard on stream. Jesus.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I've been nice.
All right. Well, what was the top? Oh,
yeah.
Zod Rider. Woo!
Oh yeah.
Here we go. I appreciate that, Zod. He's supporting the ladies.
There he is. He's in the chat. Hey, what's going
on? He's there and here. I love you all too, Zod. Well, I love you, not you all.
At once. I love all of the Zod Riders.
I love all of the Zod Riders.
Yes.
I love
as far as I know, there's only one Zod Rider. So
I love his NVS arcade, and I'm jealous. Even though I got my PS5.
You got the PS5. I got the MVSX. It's kind of a decent balance because it's a difference in taste in games, I guess.
All right, so since you did a soup, anything you want to talk about, Zod, that you're working on, or anything else you want to bring up?
Well, no, I got another live open panel on Tuesday, the Zod Rider Show. All my shows, Zod Rider shows, are always open panel, and I always leave the link in the description for everyone to jump on. Hopefully Rhea can come back on one of these days. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I know. Thank you for always inviting me, even though I'm not able to make it. But yes,
no, I know. I'm just messing with you, Rhea. I understand.
Oh, hey.
Wow.
Hey. I guess. Thank you, Saggy. I want this back.
The panel is putting in.
I'm taking my cut though. Is that all right? Oh no. I'll give it all back to you. I'll give it all.
Can't
back.
believe Max supports the pay gap between men and women. He actually likes that.
Well, Rhea, how do you feel that Saggy's whole wedding registry is all bubble tea? Like that's all you need as a couple is just bubble tea. That's what
after I cash in my 401k and she cashes in her Dogecoin, we're buying a boba tea shop. So we're good.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Is Doge going to the moon?
Doge is actually up.
Wait, hold on, Eddie.
I heard Doge is literally on the moon. Elon Musk put it on a rocket ship.
Wait, hold on. Eddie, you said something. What did you say?
I just said I liked how Max just ignored that question.
There's a question?
What question?
About the wage gap.
I said that, Max, you support the wage gap between men and women because you're taking a pay cut from Saggy.
Dogecoin is...
That's all Dogecoin.
Ooh.
That's all Dogecoin right now.
Yeah, you're killing it.
That's all Dogecoin right now.
Actually, in all seriousness, I'm going to stop. Be careful with the crypto stuff.
I am.
No. Listen to me really quick. There was an incident in Turkey where the owner of or the CEO of like a crypto exchange where you can buy and sell crypto just seized $2 billion in client assets, and he might have went to the moon. I don't know where the hell he met, but he left Turkey, and I think he's on an island somewhere. I think he bought an island or maybe several of them, and and there's really like no recourse. So please be careful. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
I hate cryptocurrency. I feel like it's.
I don't even understand how it works. I don't get it.
That's their that's their plan. That's the young couple's plan to open their bubble tea shop.
By the way, I just want to say you saw how much that was, right? I only I only bought in $13.
Check out Zod Rider, sub to Zod Rider, sub to Ryan. Forget Eddie. RJ is there.
Hold on. Pause. Hold on. Zeno, highlight that comment, please. Zeno. For one Bitcoin, you can buy a Tesla. So get out of here.
How does it even work though? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, but if you have a Bitcoin, you can buy a Tesla. So
the
problem with that is that
crypto at the bank.
No, you have to use an exchange. You have to sell it on an exchange, and that's how you transfer it to USD minus a small fee or a large fee, depending on who you use. The problem with crypto is that you can't use it to settle public debts, meaning that like I can't pay my taxes with crypto. I can pay my taxes with USD, which is why it's valuable, because I can pay the government to leave me alone, right? I pay my taxes, they don't come at me. So that's why it has value, right? Whereas crypto is what's that one streaming service? They're paying people monopoly money Yo, we have cryptocurrency. Yo, what can I get with it? Well, don't worry about that yet. You don't need to worry. Stop asking questions.
Eddie's really trying to put himself out there, man. I respect that.
Eddie, no, he's trying to steal Rhea. That's what he's doing, and Rhea's not gonna buy it, dude.
Eddie is liquid. Eddie is liquid.
Hold on.
Rhea, you have to consider that.
He buys a lot.
You have to consider that.
Maybe he put that comment in because maybe
there's some women watching that.
Is he in boba tea? What?
Listen, maybe there's some women watching this show right now.
Oh, Rel's giving you encouraging you. He said, "Don't give up. Brie Larson's going to hit you real soon."
I wouldn't be surprised.
I already moved on from Brie.
I would love to see Brie Larson jump on one of Eddie's streams. That would be.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'd be legendary.
I would. Everyone be jealous of you, Eddie.
He'd have to wear the shirt.
You'd be like drunk 3PO.
No.
Actually, don't wear the shirt.
Eddie would have to wear the
Bree still has a job
on that show.
except Bree's not a cupano.
Zeno, I do know that Rhea is that we're poly, but even with that said, Eddie still is in the running.
Okay,
that's not fair to him.
All right, well, we gotta end this. We gotta end the show soon.
Trying to steal my woman.
Any final thoughts? I like to
we didn't get the last topic.
I'm real professional, and I like to keep a tight ship. The last topic.
Are you fucking kidding me with that?
The last topic. Okay. Hot MJ. What's that about?
Okay,
Man,
I
that
want to
Spider-Man
explain
looks
this real
happy.
quick because Saggy had a great stream, but I think she might have missed this point just a little bit. This is not just Saggy, by the way. I'm just like trying to explain it further.
Sure it is.
So J. Scott Campbell, the artist that people got upset at for his art, it's from a 2009 piece he did for Amazing Spider-Man cover. He responded to a Tumblr post from years back where someone took his artwork and tried to fix it, and left comments on each of the parts they fixed. So he did his own version of that, fixing the artist who fixed his work, and left his own comments, and it blew up on Twitter. And that's why people are upset at him. And that's why there's been this whole outrage. And then you had that Star Wars girl did a photo saying, hey, it can't, like, MJ could look like this. I'm using my own body for this cosplay shoot. And then people were going at her saying, no, your body's edited. This isn't real. You don't really look like this. They're criticizing the way she looked. So people are just weird online, man.
I don't know.
I agree with that. People are weird.
Not everyone. Just because you have the right to an opinion doesn't mean it has to be taken seriously.
I just think the trend of people wanting to fix other people's arts, like a professional comic book artist, is really stupid.
It's not even that.
She does it a lot too.
It's not the whole that they need to fix it. It's why are they fixing it? It's because they feel like women should be portrayed the way they look and not how other people look. And at the end of the day, like Rhea said it best, when they talk about how people are objectifying us, who's objectifying what?
Hey,
like, what do you mean? It's
the people's champion.
But yeah, overall, it's just a stupid argument, and that's why I got mad because I'm like, why are women talking about this women empowerment? We have to support one another, all at the same time, also shaming women.
Tearing each other down,
Yeah, they're shaming women.
I mean, it's like if you don't agree,
you're never going to have gender unification because everyone's going to be competition for one another. I'm competition. If I wasn't married, it'd be competition with other men for a mate.
Well,
right?
Like,
women are competition for each other too for a mate. Doesn't matter, men, women, doesn't matter. It's so
okay,
to me it also
right. Sorry, while you let my wife speak, I'll cut.
My box cutter is bigger than yours.
That's true.
I did kind of want to like expand my thoughts on it because I did reply to Saggy's tweet, but then I was like, it could be kind of misconstrued because Twitter sucks and is only like 160 characters. But anyway, the point I was like trying to make is that like there was sort of like this like sense of like gatekeeping of like, what is art, what is like, how should a woman's body be depicted, and she was sort of using her platform to kind of speak for all women, and I wasn't like a big fan of that. Like I personally am an artist, and I depict women how I want, and whether or not someone like agrees with that, like that's their problem. I'm creating the the artwork for myself and from my own creative vision, and I'm not doing it to appease any audiences or appeal to other women or other men, etc. I'm doing it from my own like creative fulfillment, and from the sense that I got from what Saggy is shared is that like or Max, what you brought up as well is that like there was this like kind of like a gatekeeping sort of like thing around like well, what qualifies as art or what qualifies as like exploiting the female form, and I didn't really like that because I was faced with that a lot like in art school and film school, where there was like this sense of like elitism of like what qualifies as valid as a valid form of art. So I'm kind of like it kind of prompted me to respond to it like a little bit more than other topics would have, because I have a personal stake in that.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah, Saggy, you have anything else?
I mean, what is there to say? It's always this is always how it goes. You have what I call fake feminism, and that's exactly what it is. It's just women who want to project, because like I said, we can't ignore that. Yes, in history has shown there has been an issue with sexualizing women. Cool, sure, but at the same time, how are you going to be mad about women being over sexualized and also support sex workers? Like, women should be allowed to do what they want with their body and feel comfortable within their body, regardless if it's sexy or not. There's always a problem where the skinny women can wear skimpy clothes or whatever, or show a lot of skin, and they're called, whores, or you know what I'm saying? And then you have right, and then you have plus size women who wear similar clothes and show too much skin, and they're praised for it, and that's not fair. That's not fair. Why? But they're praised by people like, oh, honey, I'm so happy you're comfortable in your skin and you're not afraid to be sexy and show it. So why do the skinny women get treated like whores when they do it? It's a double standard all around.
Because they have a better opportunity of securing a mate. But
this is what I'm saying. It's stupid.
Well, that's the
because
answer.
It's stupid because, again,
evolutionary psychology.
you have this double standard. And it happens on both sides. It's like, why can't women just be comfortable with what they look like and what they want to wear without having people criticize them for it? Like, if a plus size woman wants to show off her body, let her do it. Be happy for her. If a thinner woman wants to show off her body, let her do it. Be happy for her. It shouldn't be just you praise one and shame the other. And that's what happens all the time. They're shaming this man for having Mary Jane have a little bit of skin showing, and then they had to fix it. That picture didn't need fixing. It was fine the way it was.
Yeah, and like the pose she was in, it's a sexualized pose with her legs, the way she's sitting. It's
everybody getting mad, and everybody getting mad at him.
Yeah, I don't get mad at that depiction of the character like that. I'm okay with that. But then I'm not. I mean, I don't have an issue either going a different way, like in the new Spider-Man movies where she's more nerdy and she's not exactly Mary Jane. She's MJ. I like that there's multiple versions too, so I don't need to see one or the other, but I support all versions. I'm not against any of them.
Right. And here's the thing: I'm not 100% comfortable with my body, right? But that's my issue. That's my business, and I don't care. Like, people can call me fat. I laugh at them because, again, how I feel about my body is my business. If I think I'm fat, then I think I'm fat. If I think I'm not fat, I think I'm not fat. Why do I have to care what other people think of my body? I've let people do that for a while to me, and it does affect you. But as you grow older, you get wiser. You see other people go through it. You're just like, screw that. I'm going to do what I want to do. My body is my body. If I want to show it off, I'm going to show it off. If I choose not to, I choose not to. It's none of your freaking business. Like my saying goes, mind your business. It's not your business to dictate what women do with our bodies and if men want to draw us, because like Rhea said, she draws women in ways that she feels like she wants to draw them. That's their business. That's the artist's right. If he wants to make Mary Jane look beautiful and sexy, that is his right to do so. It's art.
Well,
deal with it.
And like, I didn't appreciate that she sort of alluded to her opinion sort of being like the blanket opinion for all women. I think we kind of touched on that already, and that's what also really frustrated me. Like, just because you feel this way doesn't mean that I feel this way, let alone any other woman does. And then I think like Saggy, when you tried to, confront her on that, then she
blocked.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, you're blocking women that you claim to like represent from talking to you about this topic.
Right. That's what they do all the time. They will sit there and be like, well, all these, I don't like it because this affects women like me. And it's like, you don't speak for me, so they block me. It's like, why would you open yourself up to that conversation and make it sound like there are women out here who 100% agree with you, and then when they don't, you're like, nope, don't want to talk to them. It's a hug box for you. You know, you only want people to agree with you and be complicit in your mindset. That's why I got mad and did my stream, because I saw the comment that person left talking about it, going after another woman who objected to her opinion, and she literally basically called her a slut for it. She's like, "Oh, well, you know, he's not gonna screw you," and I'm like, why is that a comment?
Wow,
why?
that's a reversal, because usually they say that to guys. That's a Russian reversal.
She's like,
if I ever saw one.
He's not gonna screw you, girl. Like I'm like, excuse me. Like, she had a different opinion. She made a good point, and your response was, "Oh, he's not gonna screw you." Like, she wasn't doing it because she wanted his attention, and that was like the worst thing. Like, how are you gonna sit there and scream women empowerment and tell another woman that she's only supporting him because she wants his dick? That's disgusting. I'm sorry, I had to be blunt because that's disgusting. You don't do that.
Monetization, goodbye.
Well, we got it from Lewis. Thank you, Lewis Cox. Everyone should do what they want with their bodies. Yes, and we have to be careful of what if we are criticizing people too. And it's also a double.
Whatever, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. This picture's not gonna change the world or anything like that. It's a piece of art. It's a pretty good picture.
Well, if I may, I just want to ask.
Thank you, Lewis, for the support. We appreciate it.
Like, I just want to ask, like, and really just talk about, like, I just hate the trend of, like, people on the internet, especially fans, thinking they know better than an actual artist.
Hey, Isaac.
Like, people have unique art styles, and people just need to let people draw the way they draw. As long as it's not actually harming anybody or drawing something, like, truly disgusting and deplorable, like, just let artists
even okay, so
you know?
you can't say drawing disgusting or deplorable, because, you know, its artist is subjective. That's what art is. So you, what's deplorable to you could be fine with someone else.
I think I'm just gonna say it. I think I think where they're going with is
how is art harmful? Unless you're actually doing like physical art where you're chopping somebody's hand off.
No.
We're talking about
some weird shit.
Ryan, we're talking about Lolicon. We're talking about Lolicon, the depiction of young minors in very disgusting.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, that
would be technically art, right? So that's why I would argue, you gotta.
Yeah, there are a couple of exceptions. Yeah, there's some exceptions with that rule, which is certain artists drawing certain disgusting things involving, you know. But yeah, like I said, it's like,
okay. Well, yeah, you're talking about minors, then that's
where that's where
that's okay. I was talking about just art in general, but that's something that's
what I was trying to imply.
Yeah. Okay,
I just had to say it.
I was trying to give you an out for that, Ryan.
Thank you, because I was like,
you meant that fully.
I didn't know what you guys were talking about.
Thank you. This is a little off topic. Capitalism does not work. Laugh out loud.
That works for me.
It works for me.
It works.
Capitalism keeps me fat and happy.
Without capitalism, would you get that bonus?
No, my wife gets the bonus. I work for a smaller company. I don't get no bonus. I get a bonus.
You get a bonus.
Thanks, Lewis, for this.
Okay, Captain James Biggins, you clearly wasn't listening. You didn't hear a goddamn word we said, so you need to chill out, because that's not what I said at all. We were just explaining to Ryan what the exception was. Relax, relax.
All right.
I think Ryan gets it now.
I think we're nearing the end of the show, so everyone relax. Whoa. Okay, Zeno. Okay, yeah, I think it's a good time to stop the show. I appreciate it.
Captain Biggins, I know that's literally what I said. Again, you didn't hear what was said. We were just explaining to Ryan about
I don't want to talk about this weird.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I didn't know we were in that sort of territory.
Let's end on a positive note. Let's end on a positive note.
My positive note is that.
So I mean, this is the artwork that I'm into. It's fucking
let me see.
Amazing. This is Dawson sent this to me. So I mean,
that's
it's freaking. It's freaking awesome. I mean, I love Jim Lee.
And go subscribe to Ryan, because he's gonna be. You might. I'm not putting pressure on him, but you might see a video related to him going or after the Army of the Dead. That's a positive note, and it's coming out soon. If you can see it next week, if you feel comfortable going to the theater, go to the theater, and then you'll get to see it a week early.
Question, real quick, just to end the show. Like, is this only? I read an article saying that Army of the Dead's only going to be played in Cinemark theaters. Is that correct? Because
no, I have a Regal theater that's completely shut down, which is closer, and then I have another theater which is even closer across the highway, and that one's not playing anything. So Cinemark was the closest one to me, and that's the only ones that I've seen that are playing anything. And I'm in Houston, so we're a huge metropolitan
because of where
area.
I live. Yeah, because where I live, it's like AMC or nothing. Like AMC is the only theater chain here, not even any.
There's an AMC
ones, so.
theater. They might be open as well. I can look at that real quick.
AMC, the theater by me is open. I don't know if it's going to be showing the Zack Snyder's.
Oh, thanks, Rhea. That is a positive note to end. I appreciate it. I don't like to go more than 2 hours. You know, I get tired, and I have a PS5.
There.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
there
know.
you go.
I'm playing some Overwatch right now on my PC. I'm about to. Beat
I'm
some
actually
heads.
about to play Resident Evil Village for the first time.
I'm gonna
Is
try
Top
and- I'm gonna
Gun
try and
out?
finish that Justice Society World War II movie. I fell asleep.
I saw
twice.
that.
I fell asleep
Hey,
twice. I'm like, what's going on?
Hey, Ryan, I know Matt's a busy young dude because he's always working and stuff, but see if he could see if it'll be available Sunday because I want to start doing this giveaway. I want his ideas on the giveaway.
If there's any day that he'll be available, it'll be Sunday because of the
We
people
miss
that we
him,
have
too.
coming over. So he took off work for that. So he'll be
I
available.
understand. Oh, okay.
So,
So that'd be cool.
Yeah. So but I just checking AMC. The one by me is not playing Army of the Dead.
Yeah, because I read an article saying that AMC and another theater chain, like they flat out refused to play Army of the Dead.
Oh,
It was only
really?
Cinemark
'Cause
that
of
agreed to it.
Netflix agreement stuff that they're because it's streaming. You know what? Theaters got to get on board with this. They got to do special events. You know, they got to share. They got to share.
They gotta get rights to certain films and like maybe have like a Back to the Future marathon or something, or just something, or Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, whatever. Bring them back to the theater. Give you some events. Reasons to get out because people do want to get out.
I mean, it's not like there's another movie coming out at that time. Is there in theaters? Why wouldn't other theaters get on board with Netflix having it a week early there? Get some bang.
It depends on their financial backing. If they can hold out and last longer, and wait for the Disney movies, then good on them.
I kind of feel that it's gonna do some interesting numbers for a Netflix release 1 week or ahead of time. That's gonna do some interesting numbers next week, especially since numbers are going down. If whoever wants a vaccine can get it, I'm not getting into debate with all that. I'm just saying things are going down. You're able to get it. People might feel more comfortable now. I have a feeling that it might pop a little bit more than you might even realize.
I'm trying to find it at a theater near me, and I don't see it playing by anywhere near me. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but it would be nice. Yeah. It would be nice.
I think the closest theater, it's probably like an hour and a half away. So
I have a feeling. Watch those numbers. Watch Grace Randolph. Bye, everybody. Let's say goodnight to the panel. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for everyone on the panel. I hope you have all a nice weekend. There's good things to look forward to. Bye.
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 Bonus.
Professional ending.
Bonus. Bonus.